What's going on, guys? Hunty here, and today is kind of a bit of a different video here. Today I want to talk about what the next neighbor game could be. So, we got quite a few neighbor games in 2023, but near the end of the year, there started to not be much games. But I think there will be at least one or two or three. I do think there will be at least one new game in 2024. So today we're going to be exploring possible ideas of what the games could be. So, we have a couple things that we're going to talk about here. So first, I want to talk about what Tiny Sponge Studios' next game could possibly be. Now, Tiny Sponge Studios haven't made a game in ages. I think the last time they made a game was 2020 or something like that. The last time they were even active was in April 14th of 2023, when they updated a few of the games. That's all they've really done. So, I'm not sure if they specifically will release another game this year. You can't really tell, to be honest. But, I think if they do make another game, it could be one of these games that I have an idea of. First could be Sandy Neighbor. Now, we never got a Sandy Neighbor, but it would be a pretty good idea to have a Sandy Neighbor, I guess. Because, Sandy's in, a lot of the other Sponge Neighbor games. So I think it would be cool to have, a game based around her. Now, it could be, just a copy of, Squid Neighbor and Sponge Neighbor, or it could be, a different game with a different house. But either way, I think we should get a Sandy Neighbor. And another game that I think they could make is Krabs Sponge Neighbor 2, which basically would just be another Krabs Neighbor game, except it's in one of the big houses. That could also just be a copy of Sponge Neighbor or Squid Neighbor, or it could be a whole new game. But yeah, I think we should get that too, because I think the Krabs Sponge Neighbor should get a big house. Or they could just surprise us and make a whole new game that we don't even know what it could be like. Maybe they could make a game based around all the background fishes or something. I don't know, maybe they could just make a whole new game with one of their characters, or a lot of their characters. Who knows what they could do. But I honestly don't feel like it's very likely that they're gonna release another game in 2024. But hey, I could be wrong. Maybe this video will age horribly. I just don't see that happening, because they just haven't been very active in ages. But we'll see, I guess. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is pretty interesting. The possibility of an amazing digital circus neighbor. Now, might we think that's pretty crazy, but if you may not know, you probably do know, that Clown Crown Games, a new studio that came late in 2023, they made 2 Skibidi Toilet games. So maybe they might try and cash in on the fame of the Amazing Digital Circus and make a digital circus game. Now, the reason I got this idea is because Ozma Games once said it could be a possibility while playing Roblox together. And yeah, that might be really cool if they do that. I would like to see a digital circus neighbor. I wonder how that would look. I bet that would look so weird. Yeah, that could happen. It could be made by, Clown Crown Games, or, someone else, but who knows. I just hope that we get, a new game pretty soon, not just, a copy of other neighbor games we've seen before. I really want to have, a whole new neighbor game, with a whole new map, whole new objectives that's completely different. When Zoo Neighbor Escape released in 2022 or something like that, it was really surprising, because it was actually a whole different game. It was massive. And yeah, I really want to see something like that again, because it's just, we haven't gotten an actual new game in ages. Now, next thing I want to talk about is, what could Mind-Blowing Games' next game be? Now, if you don't know, Clown Baby Neighbor got removed from the Play Store for some reason, but we still have Clown Neighbor's House and Clown Daddy Neighbor. Now, speaking of Clown Daddy Neighbor, I'm wondering if maybe their next game could be Clown Mommy Neighbor. There should be a Clown Mommy to complete the Clown family. Because, we have the Clown Brothers, the normal Clown Neighbor, like the Rainbow Clown from Clown Neighbor's house, and we have Clown Daddy and Clown Baby. So, yeah, we should get, like, Clown Mummy. Now, I'm not sure how this game would actually be, though, because it could... I don't really want it to just be a copy of Clown Daddy Neighbor. Maybe it might be a copy of something else, or maybe it'll be a whole new game. But, yeah, I feel like it probably won't be a whole new game, because mind-blowing games, like, don't make whole new games. They kind of just copy other games and make different characters in them. Same with Clown Crown games. Like, if they make a new game, it'll probably just be a copy of something else. Yeah, I would really like to see a Clown Mummy Neighbor game. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is Scary Comic Studios. Now, Scary Comic Studios, they don't really make new games either. Like, most of the games are just reposts, basically, of older games, with maybe some, like, reskins and stuff. There's, like, Granny House Neighbor Secret, which is just the exact same as, like, Granny Neighbor Scary Secret, or whatever. I'm currently playing that game, by the way. And they also have, like, Family Neighbor Story, which is just, like, a copy of Family Neighbor Secrets, or whatever. But they did, like, kind of make a new game with Octopus Pirate Neighbor. But that's pretty much just the same as Cowboy Neighbor. They just put a different character in. So I'm wondering if they'll do anything this year. Maybe they'll repost an old game, or maybe they'll make a new game. Or at least, like, make a copy of a game with a new character. Because, like, it's still pretty interesting when we do get new characters, but I just wish we would get a new game as well. So this next portion of the video are just some random ideas that I have for games that any developers can make. Now, first one is Simpsons Neighbor. Now, the reason I came up with this, and I actually made an entire video on it a while back, is because of a dream I had. I had a dream where Simpsons Neighbor was a thing. And, like, it was a weird dream. Like, I remember one part I was getting chased by Marge, and she was singing, like, a little bit older song. I can't play it because I'm going to get demonetized. And by the way, guys, I am actually demonetized. I am monetized, by the way. I just got monetized today. Yeah, I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, it was very weird, and, like, and now, like, made me really want there to actually be a Simpsons Neighbor. I don't know if any of you guys watch The Simpsons, but I do, and I really like it. By the way, like, the dream I had was, like, basically Simpsons Neighbor. It was basically, like, Piggy Neighbor, but it was The Simpsons, or just, like, a copy of Piggy Neighbor. So that's basically what I dreamed of, and that's what, like, the video I made was. So go check that video out, by the way. I'm pretty proud of it. I worked pretty hard on it. Alright, next game that could possibly get made, maybe not though, is Monster Neighbor Family Castle. This is another idea of mine that I made for a video. I think it was suggested though by Elias HN, so it is kind of his idea as well. But like, I made a video on it. And yeah, like, it's basically just Vampire Neighbor Castle, but with monsters. Which, by the way, would be impossible. I would not play this game if it came out. Like, dude, Vampire Neighbor Castle with just 4 characters is genuinely one of the hardest games I've ever played. It was like a nightmare to play through that game. That's why the series, like, I did on it in 2022 went so slow. Like, I made the video so apart from each other, because I just didn't want to play that game. It was so hard. But it was still a good game. I did like how it was, like, really unique from the other games. Yeah, maybe that's a game we could possibly see. I don't know. The next 2 ideas are, like, just straight-up ideas from my friend Elias HN. And these, like, pictures I'm gonna show are, like, his thumbnails from them. So first we have Cowboy Brothers Neighbor. Now, this would be pretty interesting, but I feel like it would just be, like, another copy of, like, the Cowboy Neighbor games. But it'd still be interesting to see, like, Cowboy Brothers. And, like, it would be weird, because we would have, like, 2 people in the Cowboy Neighbor house. Which, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see, I guess. I think there should be a Cowboy Brothers Neighbor. Maybe Scary Comic Studios can make it. And then, the next one is even better. Another, like, a better version of the Cowboy Neighbor game. And that's Octopus Gang Escape of Cowboys. Which is basically, like, all 3 of the Cowboy Neighbors combined into one game. So you got, like, Cowboy Cat Neighbor, the normal Cowboy Neighbor, and Octopus Pirate Neighbor. This will be even more interesting because there'll be 3 characters in the Cowboy Neighbor game. So yeah, I think it's like a very good idea to combine all of them. Like, even if it's just a copy of other games, I still think it'll be really interesting, and I really want to play it, actually, if it does come out. Yeah, like, there's on, like, real, like, confirmed games that are coming out. Those are just ideas from my friend Elias H.N. So, shout out to Elias H.N. Alright, now going back to other ideas. We have, like, another Skibidi Toilet game. Now, Clown Crown Games could release another Skibidi Toilet game that will probably just be a copy of another game. Like, maybe we'll get, like, Skibidi Toilet Area 51 or something like that, or maybe we'll get, like, Skibidi Family Neighbor. I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting to see. I wonder if Clown Crown Games will release any more games. Because they released, like, both of the Skibidi Toilet Neighbors pretty close together, and I thought they would release more, but they still haven't released anything else. So hopefully they will this year. And then the next game is, like, a game that I actually came up with, and, like, I was gonna make a video about this, but I just never ended up finishing for some reason. And that's, like, Nun Neighbor Monk and Clown's Escape. So basically, you would just be combining all of the Chapel games into one. So you'd be combining Clown Neighbor's Chapel, Nun Neighbor Escape, and Nun and Monk Neighbor Escape. Which isn't actually all of them, I just realized, because there was, the Toilet Neighbor Chapel one. Like, you could even go as far as to add them, but that would be impossible if you added them. That would be, like, 8 characters in such a small house. Yeah, I don't think they should do that if they ever do this. But yeah, this is a pretty good idea. I think that would, like, again, it wouldn't be that interesting. It would be just a copy. But yeah, like, it's just a good idea to have, I guess. That was me exploring ideas of what the next Neighbor game could be of 2024. You guys think any of these ideas will come true? Let me know in the comments. And are you excited to see what Neighbor games come out in 2024? Hopefully we'll at least get quite a few. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me if I should do, like, more commentary videos like this. Like, this is a very different video. Like, I usually just, like, play games, but I really want to do this video. And just, like, kind of explore ideas. Anyway guys, see you in the next video. Bye.